What's up, guys? So this is another live stream, and if you want to get six-pack abs this summer, you are in the right place. What we're going to be doing on this channel is we're going to be helping you guys get six-pack abs this summer. So if you want to get ripped, you want to get jacked, you want to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, guys, follow along, listen to what we have to say, because we will help you get your goals, right? So when it comes to getting six-pack abs, when it comes to getting in shape for the summer, the thing is that you have to believe in yourself, right? Believe that it's coming, right? Believe that you're gonna get ripped. Believe that it's gonna happen and you'll get there, right? So all you have to do is make sure you're taking the right steps. You do that day after day, and it's just a matter of time before you get your results. So guys, if you have any questions, any fitness questions whatsoever, guys, just pop your questions in the chat and we'll answer your questions, okay? So when we do these live streams, the goal of it is to make sure that you guys have the knowledge that you want or that you need so you can get the body that you want. So I'm just gonna type this in the chat really quick. So when we talk about obviously getting in shape, getting six-pack abs, guys, it's just like anything else in life, right? If you follow the right steps, you will get there. It's not some impossible thing that you can't accomplish. So guys, if anything's actually, what I want you guys to do is in the chat, I want you to write down what is stopping you from getting in shape. What's stopping you from getting a six-pack right now? Is it because you don't know how to do it? Is it because you're lazy? Is it because you just don't want one? Right? Do you think it's because you're too busy with work? Right? What do you think? What is your main reason? What's your main reason right now for not having a six-pack if you don't have one? So again, the goal of these live streams is to help you guys get six-pack abs. Like my goal, like my vision is that everyone who's following me gets six-pack abs. That's my goal. That's my goal for you guys, right? I want everyone who's watching this live, I want everyone who's participating, everyone who's subscribing, everyone who's following along the content. I want each and every one of you, yes, you, I'm talking to you, I want you, right, to get in the best shape of your life, right? Regardless of what your reason is for it, right? We all have different reasons why we want to get in shape. Some people it's to look good. Some people, it's to flex on the haters, right? Some people it's, I don't know, maybe you think it's going to help you out with your dating life. I don't know why you want to get six-pack abs, but I'm going to help you get six-pack abs, right? That's the whole purpose and the whole point of this channel, is to help you guys level up, right? See, I did my transformation, right? It's about 60 days or so. So there's 81 days until summer. That's right, 81. So there is plenty of time for you to get in the best shape of your life, right? If you have 50 pounds to lose, you can lose 50. Look, that's less than 80 days right there. 50 pounds, right? The same thing, the same steps I've taken. If you take those steps, then you'll be able to lose body fat as well. So don't think that, other people are special. No, right? If you focus and you know what you want, you can get what you want. So one of the things that I wanted to do today is I wanted to go over some of the roadblocks, right? Because you have your goal, right? You can picture yourself, right? You can picture yourself on the beach over summertime, with the six-pack abs. That's what you want. You can envision it, right? But on the journey to getting your goal, right, there are going to be things that are in your way, right? There's going to be things that are blocking your path, right? We call them roadblocks, right? So you're trying to get six-pack abs up, you're tired because of work, right? That's a roadblock, right? That's something you got to get past and get over and go through if you want to make to the other side and have abs for the summer, right? So what I was going to do with this live stream, what I am going to do with this live stream is I'm going to go over 3 main things that hold people back and prevent people from getting 6-pack abs. And guys, if you have any questions at any point about like your fitness goals or your fitness journey, obviously feel free to put them in the chat and I'll make sure to answer as many of those as I can. So let's get started, guys. So I actually got my trusty whiteboard today. Got my little trusty whiteboard. I know it's reversed as usual, so I'm using a front-facing camera, but don't worry, we're gonna make it work, guys. We are gonna make it work. Okay, so what are the 3 main things that are gonna stop you and prevent you from getting 6-pack abs, right? We wanna know what these are, so that way we can know they're coming and we can sidestep them, we can juke the problems, right? And we can get to that goal, right? You can get to that goal of having a 6-pack, right? So right here, my trusty whiteboard, right? There's a lot of writing on here, but don't worry about it too much. So we're right here, right? So number 1, what's the main reason, or what's a massive reason why a lot of people will fail and not get 6-pack abs, right? Like, what's stopping people? What do you guys think is the main reason why people can't get 6-pack abs, right? Is it genetics? Is it, what do you guys think the main reason is, right? So if you have a guess, I'll give you guys 10 seconds to guess, right? Tell me what you think is the main reason that stopped most people from losing body fat so they can get ripped, they can get jacked, they can get chiseled. What is stopping the majority of people, right? So let's say, let's have an example, right? So obviously the new year was it's like 3 months ago now. Go figure, it's already April 1st. But you know, everyone woke up on January 1st. I got my New Year's resolution. I want to lose body fat, right? I want to get a 6-pack, right? Why is it that so many people failed? What's the main reason why people did not accomplish their goals, right? If you have a guess, then put that in the chat. And we've got 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna reveal it. So what's the main reason why people can't get 6-pack abs, guys? I'm gonna show you in this right here. You see that? I hope you guys can read backwards, but it's because they quit early, right? They just quit too soon, right? If you guys would just keep going, and I get it, right? You might not be seeing results as fast as you feel like you should be getting them, right? You might not be getting results as fast as you want them, but if you're following the right plan, those results are coming. But you have to make sure that you keep going and keep going and keep going, or else you'll stop short and then you'll just end up back to square one again, right? Because the thing is, when you're on a journey and you're trying to get 6-pack, you're developing new habits, right? You're becoming a better version of yourself. And that's really good. So you got to keep going on that path, right? You can't give up because, okay, well, the scale, it was, 1 pound heavier than what I wanted it to say today. So now I'm going to quit. Like, you can't have that mindset, right? You're right. Have your goal, have your vision, right? You can see yourself, right? Because it's a good goal to have, right? When you're getting in shape, it's not just the looks, right? You're improving your health, your longevity. You can move better. People respect you more, right? This is really good to have. So when you're at this stage, right, and you're trying to get to here, a lot of things are going to be going through your mind, right? You're going to be thinking, oh, I'm not sure if I'm good enough, right? I'm not sure if I'm capable. I'm not sure if my genetics will allow me to lose fat. I've got some good news for you guys, right? Anyone can lose body fat, right? So what you have to do is you have to make sure you don't quit. So let's talk about, so why do people quit in the first place, right? Because if people are quitting, right, there's a reason why they're quitting. There's a reason why you decided you wanted a 6-pack and then all of a sudden now you don't, right? There's a reason for that, right? And there's multiple reasons, right? One of the main reasons why people will have a 6-pack and decide, okay, I quit now. And it's probably the biggest reason is because they feel like they're not seeing results, right? Because the thing is, when you look at the journey, right, there's a lot of work you got to put in, right? So, you have work at whatever, 9 o'clock, And then it's 6:30, thinking, oh man, I want a six pack. The first day, you're motivated. You're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get this six pack. But then the second, third day rolls around, maybe you're a bit sore, right? Maybe you're a bit hungry. And you wake up, that alarm clock goes off, and boom, that's your first test. That's your, are you gonna get up, right? Are you gonna get up? Are you gonna get closer to your goal, right? And the reason is, it's like, the reason why it's so difficult for so many people is because it's uncomfortable, right? You feel uncomfortable getting up early. You feel uncomfortable, and you get out of bed and it's cold. You feel uncomfortable, right? You're eating your breakfast, but you're not eating, your favorite sugary snack, right? There's discomfort. And if you're not getting results, then you're going to think, oh, well, what's the point of this? I might as well go be comfortable again. But guys, you will see results. Guys, if you want to make sure that you can get that six pack, what you need to do is you just need to make sure that you track your progress. Guys, if you know your exact weight or your exact measurements, you're not going to quit, because you're going to look at that paper. You'll be like, oh, wait, I didn't think I was making progress. But now that I actually look at the pictures and I look at my weight, then you start to realize that you are making progress. That's when you get that dopamine spike. You're like, oh, I'm feeling good, right? I'm getting momentum now. And that's how you're able to keep going, right? Because it's all about perception, right? So you are good enough. You know what to do. You've lost weight before, right? You lose it and then you gain it back. You lose it and then you gain it back. But in order to drop all the body fat and get that six pack, you have to stay consistent, right? So how you stay consistent is that you enjoy what you're doing, right? So you got to find ways to enjoy the journey. You got to find ways to enjoy the process, right? So that's why it's so good to track things, because you get that little dopamine rush. You get that little dopamine hit every time, you do something, right? Okay, boom. Oh yeah, I hit my goals yesterday. A little green check mark on the calendar. Yeah, the whole calendar is looking green, right? That's a little dopamine. Like, you're starting to enjoy the process, right? You get addicted to it, right? That's what you want to do. You want to get addicted to getting in shape. You want to get addicted to getting a six pack, right? It should be good fun, right? So let's talk about the second reason, right? So what's the second reason why people don't hit their goals, right? What's stopping you? What's getting in your way when you're trying to get a six pack, right? So any guesses to anyone? Does anyone have any guesses? What is the second most common reason why people are unable to get six packs, guys? What is the reason? Do we know? Does anybody know? So, all right, so let's put in perspective, right? So the first reason why people cannot lose body fat is because they quit early, right? So now let's take someone who hasn't quit, right? Let's say it was New Year's, your New Year's resolution, you got the gym membership, you've been going to the gym, right? So why is this guy who's been going to the gym for 3 months now, right? He started on New Year's Day, now it's April 1st, it's been 3 full months, he's going to the gym and he hasn't lost any body fat. Why is that, guys? Does anyone in the chat know why that is? If someone's been going to the gym consistently for the last 3 months, like if they've been going to the gym consistently since New Year's Day and they haven't lost any body fat and their goal is to lose body fat, why haven't they lost any body fat? Does anyone know the answer? Does anybody know? Right? Are there any psychics in the chat? Is anybody psychic in the chat? Or does anybody know the reason why you can go to the gym for 3 months straight, be consistent, progressive overload, and still not see any progress towards getting a six pack? Does anybody know the answer to that question? I'll give you guys 20 seconds. You guys got 20 seconds to come up with an answer. Why is it that someone can go to the gym for 90 days, right? Not necessarily straight. Obviously, they had their rest days, whatever. But going to the gym for 90 days and didn't see any body fat loss. They didn't drop any body fat. Why did that happen? All right. So the reason why that happens is because they're focused on the wrong thing. I know what you're thinking. Like, what do you mean he's focused on the wrong thing? He wants to lose fat and he's going to the gym, right? What do you mean he's not focused? Well, I'm going to tell you, right? So I've got my trusty whiteboard again. Boom, 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 and we're going to reveal the answer. And there it is right there, right? If you want to get a six-pack, your focus needs to be on diet, right? You need to focus on diet, not the gym, right? Not the workouts, right? So this channel, if you want to get six-pack abs, you want to get ripped, right? You want to have that body that you've always dreamed of. There's certain things that you have to take into account. There's certain things that you need to know. And a lot of people think, okay, I want to get in shape. That means I've got to go to the gym. That means I've got to get on the treadmill and run until, until the cows come home. But that's not the case. If you want to get the best results out of your workout, and to get the best use out of your time, if you want to get a six-pack, you need to be focused on diet, right? You don't focus on the gym, you focus on diet, right? Because most people, they have it backwards, right? They spend all this time focusing on the gym, doing all these different workouts, and then the diet's just it's in the background somewhere. It's like, yeah, something, I probably should, do something about it, but they're not too concerned about that. And then just only focused on the diet. They're only focused on the gym. But if you want to get results, you need to flip that, right? You need to be zoned in and focused on the diet, right? That needs to be the main focus. It needs to be your main priority is the diet. And then the exercise is actually what's in the background. Because if you don't do that, you will never see results. You won't, right? I've seen it. I've been in that position myself. I've seen other people do it. You can spend all day at the gym. You will not lose a shred of body fat, not 1 pound, if you don't focus on the diet, guys. So keep that in mind, right? So what is the best diet to have to lose body fat? If you want to get ripped, what do you guys think is the best diet to have if you want to lose body fat, right? So you have a goal, right? You've got 50 pounds to lose. You want to get you want six-pack abs, and you want to know what the best diet is. Guys, give me your best guesses. I want to know what your best guess is. What do you think is the best diet to help you get six-pack abs this summer, guys? I'll give you guys 20 seconds, right? You guys got 20 seconds to guess what the best diet for getting a six-pack is, guys. Go on. I want to see your guesses. Let me see your guesses, guys. What's the best way to get a six-pack? What's the best diet for a six-pack, guys? Whatever you think the best diet is for a six-pack, put it in the chat, right? Whether that's vegan, carnivore, keto, I don't know, pescatarian, vegetarian, right? What do you guys think is the best diet you can have to lose body fat, guys? Let me see your guesses. Right? What are you guys guessing? Okay, so I got one guess coming through. So Brian says the best diet for losing body fat is the vegan diet. That's what Brian thinks, guys. And Jeremy says Whole Foods. Jeremy says Whole Foods. Brian says vegan diet, guys. Who's right? What's the better diet for losing body fat and getting in shape? Is it the vegan diet or is it eating Whole Foods, guys? Let me see what your guesses are, guys. Guys, put your guess in the chat. What's the best food for losing body fat? What's the best diet, right? Is it pescatarian? Is it vegetarian? Is it vegan? Is it carnivore? Is it keto? Is it Whole Foods? Is it eat whatever you want? Guys, let me know. What is the best diet for fat loss? What do you think it is, guys? Whatever you think it is, put in the chat. Put in the chat and say it with your chest too. Oh, Brian's changing his mind. He's saying it's not vegan anymore. He's saying it's vegetarian. And Jeremy is saying Yeah, Jeremy, stop being a savage, bro. Jeremy's saying he thinks Whole Foods is the best way to go. What do you guys think? That's what I want to know. What do you think? What do you think is the best diet to lose body fat, guys? What's the best diet for losing fat? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys another 10 seconds to vote what you think the best diet is, and then I'm going to tell you what the best diet is that you can use to lose body fat, guys. Going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Go on, bro. Put your guess in the chat. 2, 1. All right, guys. So the best diet you can use, the best diet you can have for losing body fat so you can get 6-pack abs is a diet that puts you in a caloric deficit, right? So it was a trick question, guys. That's right. It was a trick question, right? So when it comes to getting a 6-pack, it's all about losing body fat. As long as you are in a caloric deficit, you are on the right track. Now, there is a small little caveat with that. You want to make sure that your protein numbers are high enough, right? You don't want to be burning up all your muscles when you're in a calorie deficit. But regardless of what your diet is, if you're in a calorie deficit, you're going to be dropping body fat, guys. You're going to be losing weight, and you're going to be getting closer to your goal. So keep that in mind, right? So don't focus on too much, right? Should I go carnivore? Should I go keto? Should I be pescatarian? Should I be vegetarian? Should I be vegan? Guys, just make sure you're in a calorie deficit and make sure your protein numbers are high enough, right? Why do you need to eat protein if you want to get a 6-pack, guys? Why should you be doing that? Why should you be eating protein if you want to get a 6-pack? Why does that matter? Go on, guys. Put it in the chat. Tell me what you guys think. Why should someone eat protein if they want to get 6-pack abs? No, Brian's answering all the questions today. Brian says the reason why you need to eat protein to get 6-pack abs is because I wouldn't word it like that. But he says basically it's because it's going to allow you to hold onto your muscle mass, right? It's going to speed up your metabolism. That's what you want, guys. If you want to lose fat, you want to speed up your metabolism. It makes your life a lot easier, right? So keep that in mind, guys. So let's just go over what we've talked about today. So first of all, if you want to get a 6-pack, first thing you need to make sure, don't quit early, right? Keep track of your progress. That way you can see how much progress you're making. It'll keep you in a better mood and you'll be able to stick around for longer. Number 2, right? You can spend all day in the gym. You can spend 3 months in the gym. You will not lose any body fat if you do not pay attention to your diet. You have to be in a calorie deficit in order to lose fat. And the other thing that we said, obviously, is make sure your protein numbers are high enough. That way you can hold on to your muscle mass. So, obviously, we're going to be coming to an end in this live stream. We've got roughly about another 6 minutes. But, so, at the start of this live stream, I told everyone that I was going to tell you the 3 main reasons why people fail and never lose any body fat, right? The first reason was people quit early. Second reason was that they focus too much on the gym, not enough on diet. And what do you guys think is the third reason? What's the third main reason that people will not and cannot and have not lost any body fat this year, guys? What's the third reason? What do you guys think is the main reason why people quit and do not get 6-pack abs, guys? I want to know what you guys think, guys. Whatever your guess is, put it in the chat. Oh, Jason. So Jason, you guys are on YouTube. You won't be able to see what Jason said if you guys are on YouTube. But what Jason believes is actually quite savage. He says the reason why people don't get 6-pack abs is because they're fat and lazy and they don't deserve them. That's his words, not mine. But I mean, hey man, I guess he's a truther. But okay, guys, so I'm going to reveal to you the third and final reason why people do not hit their fitness goals. The reason why people do not lose body fat, right? And I'm going to pull it out. It's on the trusty whiteboard. It's number 3. And as you see it right there, boom, bad circle. So what does that mean? So no, I'm not calling them a fat circle. No, that's not what I'm saying. So when I say bad circle, it's they got the wrong people around them. The reason why they cannot lose body fat is because everyone in their circle is encouraging them to stay fat. Guys, this is what happens, guys. If you know people in your circle and you're trying to improve yourself, they will drag you down. If you're around the wrong people, they will drag you down every time. Because when they see you trying to get fit, that's reminding them that they're unfit and it makes them feel bad. So that means they got to attack you, right? So be careful of who you share your goals with, guys. So what I recommend people do, so for instance, like let's say it's like one of your best friends, right? And you always been overweight and all of a sudden you want to get in shape and they don't, right? What you want to do is either one, ask them if they want to get in shape and they want to do it with you. And if they don't, right, which a lot of people won't, which is fine, then you're just going to have to start spending less time with that person. It's, to be honest, if you want to hit your goals and the people around you are dragging you down and telling you, you know, and they're giving you bad advice. Like, so this, for instance, this happened a lot. This happened to one of my clients. So because he went on holiday, right? So he was away for 2 weeks on holiday, on vacation, right? And I was helping him train. Obviously, I do online training, so I was training him. And while he was on holiday, he went on holiday by himself, right? Because he had a girlfriend, but I mean, he booked the holiday before he was with her, so he went on holiday by himself. So when he was out on holiday, when he was out on vacation, right? It was a sunny place. He was in Barbados, and then he was working out and following his diet while he was on holiday. He was on holiday for 2 weeks. He lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks, right? And then he flies back, right? And then his girlfriend sees him. And you're just like, you think she would be supportive, right? Like, oh, you're looking good. No, she was hating, bro. She was hating. She's like, oh, you think you're better than me now? You think you're better than me now? And then, bro, she started buying donuts and cake. And then she gave it to, like, so the thing is with him, the funny thing is that, because he's a guy with like a big sweet tooth. So he's always eating like junk food and everything. And he was actually telling me that before he went on holiday, they had an argument that she never buys him anything and stuff like that. So then he comes back from holiday and obviously he's lost weight. He was fat and then he's lost like 10 pounds. And she knows he's trying to lose weight. And keep in mind, she's never bought him anything, but she sees that he's losing weight. And you know what she does? The next day, she starts buying him junk food. Like, this girl has never bought him anything. And then all of a sudden he's trying to lose fat. And then now all of a sudden she's buying him junk food. Right? Like, the people closest to you will sabotage you, right? So keep your eyes open and make sure that you have the right people in your circle, right? So if you want to lose fat this summer, right? You want to get 6-pack abs. I'm just being honest with you guys. Even if you don't cut people off completely, you're going to have to spend less time with them, or you're going to have to basically go to places or hang out, spend time with them where you know you're not going to be eating, because people will drag you down, guys. So we're going to have to end the live stream in about 30 seconds or so. So guys, if you have any more questions, obviously you can just post them in the chat. I'll do my best to answer any questions that you guys have. Obviously, we do these live streams quite a bit. Obviously, we're going to be helping you guys get 6-pack abs. My goal is that for everyone who watches this live stream and anyone who's watching my content, my goal is for you to get in the best shape of your life. My goal is to help you drop that body fat. So if you are looking to drop body fat, you're trying to get 6-pack abs this summer, then obviously just keep tuning in. You can subscribe, like, and basically let's get those goals, guys. The summer's coming up. Got 81 days, and I hope all of you guys hit your goal and get six-pack abs this summer. So I'm going to be signing off. We should be doing more live streams coming up later this week, and I'll see you guys later. And remember, if you have any questions, obviously just send us a message and we'll help you out. Peace out, guys.